Welcome to another episode of Marketing School. I'm Eric Su.
And I'm Neil Patel.
And today is actually part two of a two-part series. But the first one was about my personal marketing strategy, what the short-term and the long-term vision is. And today we're going to be going through Neil's long-term and short-term vision. So I guess I'm not vision, but in terms of marketing strategy. So what are you... how did you start? When did it actually start to work for you in terms of marketing strategy? Because I think it's good for people to know what it looked like.
Yeah, it was years and years ago. So I used to have an ad agency years ago called ACS.
And how many years ago?
16.
Wow.
And the way we grew ACS was I either started cold calling at the beginning to generate clients, and I hated it. So then eventually, blogging came out. And I remember I met Matt Mullenweg right when he started WordPress. And I was like, oh, we should try blogging and see if we can generate leads without spending money. Because we didn't have the money to spend on pay-per-click. And yeah, that's how we got our start. And blogging worked. It just generated leads. And I did it wrong at first. I created a blog called ProNet Advertising. I don't know why I didn't put the blog on the corporate site.
So what are you doing now around your marketing strategy? What do you foresee for the next year?
Yeah, so... right now, we still spend a lot of time and energy on content marketing because it is what generates almost 100% of our leads. Word of mouth generates some, but we get so much traffic. We can get easily 100 plus leads in any given day, even if it's a Saturday.
And you get millions of visits a month, right?
Yeah. So between all of our marketing blogs, we're above 2 million visits a month, uniques. Mm-hmm. So when we look at the traffic, just content marketing generates so much, but when we analyze the numbers of how much time and energy we have to spend on content marketing, there's a really shitty aspect to it. It works. We won't stop doing it. But with content marketing, if you don't keep releasing more and more new content, you won't continually do well. It's not scalable.
Yep. And so what are you doing now to kind of counteract that?
We're literally spending, there's two approaches. One is we're buying other businesses in our space and merging them in. We've slowed down on that because we can't find any more to buy, or at least people have ridiculous offers or valuations. We tried buying Search Engine Watch. And now the Search Engine Watch guys, they didn't really care to entertain a conversation, but they spent too much buying the business. They barely make any money. And let's say I give them $1 million or $2 million, they wouldn't give a shit about it, right? Mm-hmm. So they just won't sell. But when we look at our strategy now, we're spending, I would say, 80+% of our money on building free software and tools for marketers. So that way we can generate the most amount of leads. And even if the software is not the best, I know this sounds bad, it'll still generate more traffic and leads than anything else, because giving away shit for free that people charge for is the easiest way to get traffic. You don't have to do jack shit in marketing.
Yeah, and so that sounds good. I mean, we literally 2 episodes ago, we talked about the genius of HubSpot's marketing. So check that out to kind of elaborate on what Neil's talking about right now. But what do you think the long-term marketing strategy is for you?
It's going to be tools. So we bought out a company called Ubersuggest in early 2017. Eventually, we integrated it in 2018 into the Neil Patel site. And then it's continually evolved since then. What we've learned is, the moment we took Ubersuggest and just added Google's CPC data and gave it away for free, when our competition keywordtool.io charges for it and most people charge for it, the traffic on that tool went up 50%. I kid you not. Just went up 50% overnight. All I had to do is just say, hey, check out this tool. We launch it. I didn't even do any marketing. Most of my email list didn't even open it up. It was just more so people who already use the tool were like, oh my God, they give away more for free. This is awesome. And that caused it to grow. And we're just like, wait, why not just give away all the other features that our competition charges for free and get 10 times more traffic and just keep getting leads from it?
Awesome. So what do you think? So we talked about short-term, long-term, how you started in the beginning. And what do you think is the ultimate grand vision? How do you see this all kind of plugging in together? What's happening in 20, 30 years?
Sure. So 20, 30 years, I don't know. But the way I look at marketing is over the next few years, I'll keep building more tools, give them away for free, collect a lot of leads. And then me personally, my team will still do marketing, but I'm semi-retired at this point. And I would say within 3-4 years, I'll only be doing business deals and I'll probably doing less stuff in the marketing space. I've already winded down my public speaking. So like I don't speak as many conferences, and my goal next year is to maybe speak at 5 to 10 max, and then the year after get down to 0 speaking spots.
How many did you speak at this year?
I have no idea, but it's ridiculous. Like sometimes like I'm heading to Brazil today. I'm doing a few speeches there. I get back next week on Friday, and the moment I land, I go home for like 6-7 hours, and then I head back to the airport to head to Vietnam for 2 more speeches.
Well, there you go. So that's a lot. I mean, maybe you can look at your trip and tell us how much percent of your time is on speaking. But I looked at mine. I was gone like 37% of the year.
Wow.
Yeah, you're probably more than that. But anyway, that's Neil's personal strategy. You got the short term, what he's done in the past, the long term, and you have the grand vision as well. Take that, see how it applies to your life. And before you go to singlegrain.com/giveaway to get access to marketing tools to grow your business. And we'll see you tomorrow.